Hey guys, this is Aisha coming at you with a very special update. It's my Surgiversary, marking 1 year since the day I had vertical sleeve gastrectomy. Today is actually Friday, July 13th of 2012. My Surgiversary was actually Wednesday, July 11th, but I wasn't able to come to you guys because I was out of town, unfortunately. So I'm just glad to be able to come at you guys now, a year later, a year after having vertical sleeve gastrectomy, a year into my journey, and just being able to come and say, how happy I feel and how this has just been just the ride of a lifetime, just the best decision I could have ever made for my health and for my well-being. And I'm just so glad that I, jumped out there and just went for it, and no holds barred, and just went and have helped make my tool work for me. Thinking back, when I was thinking about having surgery, I went into my surgeon's office, dead set on having the lap band, and he pointed me to the sleeve, and going back and doing research and going back and forth on whether or not I needed surgery, or the what ifs, up until the day that I had surgery. And then right after having surgery, being in the hospital, like, what if it doesn't work? What if I'm the one that, maybe they forgot to put the sleeve in for me? Maybe they made my sleeve too big. I mean, just all the what ifs in the world. Then coming here a year later and seeing all the progress that I've been able to make is just been just outstanding for me, just to see a year later what it's like. So thinking back to that girl a year ago when she just got out of the hospital, just hoping and wishing and praying that something would help turn her life and her health around. Seeing the girl now, not where I and totally want to be, haven't reached all my goals, but I'm definitely working towards and getting there. So anyway, let's give you guys some numbers. So when I started this journey, I was at 357 pounds. I can actually remember clocking that on the scale. I actually have seen a little bit higher, but that's the one that I can remember the most, because that was the last time I joined Weight Watchers, and that was my weight when I started then. Anyway, from 357 to today being 242.4 pounds, which is a total loss of 114.6. I'm actually I'm actually a couple pounds up from about 2.5 weeks ago, last time I weighed, which was my lowest at 240.8. So at that time I was 116.2 pounds lost. Whatever that number is, it's just amazing to me, because that's more than I ever could have hoped for. The most I've ever lost, trying to do this on my own, was probably 40 pounds, I believe. And knowing, coming from, a girl that was closer to 400 pounds than 100, being below 100 pounds, I mean, I could just thank God that I was able to, be privileged to go through the surgery, to have this tool that I can work and help it be a part of me and work my tool. It's not all, the surgery, you have to deal with the mental struggles. You still have to choose the right foods. And, it's just, being able to be what I would consider pretty successful. Even though have I reached all my goals that I wanted to this year? No, of course not, but I'm definitely working towards it, and that's all that I can hope for. So in this year, we're a year down. What has happened, in this year? What can I look back on and say, man, these are some serious, non-scale victories, things off the scale, besides the numbers that have, kept me motivated on this journey. So for you guys who are not familiar with my journey or what I do for in my daily life, most of you know that I travel every week for work. So I'm out of town Monday through Thursday, pretty much 90% of the year. Besides, the weeks that I take vacation or a couple weeks here and there when I might work from home. So I've been able to, lose this weight and not be in the comforts of my home. So I've been living in hotels, every week out of the year. So that means that most of my food I haven't prepared. It's been from a restaurant or from the lunch cafeteria at work. So haven't been able to use the excuse, oh, I forgot my stuff at home, so I'm eating out, so now I can just eat whatever I want to. I haven't been able to do that, because if I did that, guess what? I wouldn't have lost anyway, because all my meals are from somebody else. So that goes to show that even though you might not have the comforts of home, and I've been on the road most of the time that I've been on this journey, it's still possible. So one of the biggest milestones for me, seeing as how I was on an airplane, 90% of the year, was the fact that was the day that the seatbelt fastened on the airplane without a seatbelt extender. I went so far, because I traveled every week, pretty much taking the extender off with me and having my own extender. So I didn't have to ask for it and go through the embarrassment of asking for it every time. So the day that seatbelt fastened, I actually took a picture. I'm sure the person next to me was like, what the hell is this girl taking a picture of on this flight? But I took a picture of it because that was like a major milestone for me. The chairs in the office. I work with, with a lot of people, active people, and there was sometimes we were going to meeting rooms, and all the chairs would have these steel like handles on the sides, and it was just, they would like cut into my thighs so bad. It was like I was in pain, couldn't even listen because I'm worried about the freaking chairs. So, being able to just go into offices, sit down, no problems, crossing my legs in the office, my sizes. I started this journey at a size 28 jean, 28, and now I'm wearing a 16. That is freaking amazing to me. And I put on 14s, they zip. So I'm headed there. Not there yet, because I wouldn't wear them outside, but I'm headed there. I completed my first 5K, my first race ever, my first 5K in life. I have no problems walking like around, like we went to Disney World, went on a cruise. I had this one, went to this training facility, which I talked about a few like videos ago last year, where the last time I went to that training facility, I couldn't even, walk to the conference rooms, and now I was able to walk and go wherever I wanted to. My health, oh my God, my health. I had a diagnosis of diabetic, which made me, when I got that diagnosis, made me realize I needed to do something. So I no longer have diabetes. I haven't taken diabetic medication since I actually left the hospital. No CPAP. I was diagnosed with sleep apnea when I went through the process of trying to get, the approvals for surgery, and so I had to sleep with a CPAP. I no longer have that. Inches. My inches lost. I took my inches and I had my mom take them for me. I used this thing I got when I was doing personal training. And the inches I take my neck, my chest, waist, hips, my right and left biceps, my left and right thigh, and left and right calf. And overall, I've lost a total of 62.25 inches off my body, which is almost as tall as I am. I've lost as many inches as I am tall. I'm like 5'3" and a half. So 62 inches is about 5'2". That's freaking amazing to me. So it's like, looking back on this year, it's just been freaking awesome. It's just been awesome, man. It's just, I can't explain, how I feel. I can't explain the confidence I feel. It's just, even, just working every day and just being more confident, more outgoing, more apt to say something. Because you're not feeling like people looking at you, weird or different. It's just great. I actually I bought this necklace. You can't really see it on camera, but I'll tell you what it is. It's I got it for my Surgiversary. This is my Surgiversary gift, and it's actually butterflies on this outside ring. And for some reason, I was looking around, trying to figure out what I wanted to get myself for my Surgiversary, and I wanted something that would last. And for some reason, the symbol of the butterfly, when I saw it on the necklace, it just popped at me, and it like made me emotional, because it was just like, kind of like the change aspect, the simplicity of something as simple as a butterfly. But to me, it just felt like, before, I had all the potential already in there. So it's like, all the potential, and now I'm just letting it show. I'm letting it out, just being who I was meant to be. So that's on the outside ring, and some butterflies. Then on this side of this like oval, it's just my monogram, but on the other side, on the opposite side, it has a little quote that says "Spread your wings" and my surgery date. So it's just, something that to other people doesn't mean anything, but to me it means just so much. And then also on the outside, you can't see this at all, on the outside of the ring is every day is a new beginning, is what it says on the outside of the ring. So it's just something that, when I hit a year, so it gets a little bit, more difficult, more tiring, more stuff that you have to do in order to stay on track. And so it's something I can just, just look at every now and then. So anyway, that's my Surgiversary gift. So what's next? Going into my second year, still have some goals that I want to accomplish. Have a goal size, and I realize that I have nothing in my house that's in my goal size. So this weekend I plan to go and pick up a pair of size 12 jeans. That's actually my size goal. I'm not that very far, but I feel like I don't know, for some reason that size just sticks out in my head, and I don't have anything in my house that visibly I can look at and say, yeah, that's where I want to be. So I'm going this weekend and picking up a size 12 jean. And I have goals that I want to reach, and I signed up for another 5K in October. And I'm really, really excited about that one, because I really want to train, hard because it's my first 5K. I didn't run, the whole race. I did run some, which is amazing, but I want to, get my fastest time and clock a really, really good time on this 5K. And so I signed up for one in October. And it's just, right now, it's just about the mental journey, staying on course, staying on track, and just being the best me that, I can. So, that's, really all I wanted to check in with you guys. If anybody out there, is, thinking about surgery, trying to figure out what to do, whether it's surgery or not surgery, just to, get things in order in your life, you're trying to figure out what to do. If you're, thinking about this surgery, on the fence, I always say make your own decision. But I have to say, for me, it's been the best decision I could have ever made in my life. And I'm just excited to see what's to go forward when I don't even have to worry about weight anymore, where it's not even an issue. Once I, reach the goals that I have set for myself, and I don't even have to think twice. Like, I don't have to, it's been ingrained in me to, work out and do this and eat this, and I don't have to worry about weight and being in that maintenance mode. And I'm just, excited to see what this next year has to come. So I really appreciate you guys on this journey. You all have been so great in helping me stay focused, stay on track. If there's any way that I can give back to you, if you have any questions or want to just chit chat, just let me know. I'm open and always willing to help wherever I can. So I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll check in with you guys later. Oh, and I'll probably be posting some pics and let you see how the progress has gone there as well. So look out for that. Anyway, talk to you soon. Bye.